Hello. I just wanted to hop on and let you guys know how it's going so far in South Africa. Today is my second day here, and we had a few days last week of training in Michigan, and so it just got our hearts prepared for our travel time and spending time with our teams. And then that was Monday through Thursday. And then Thursday we drove to Chicago and we flew out and we left Chicago, flew to London, and that was 7 hours. And then we had a 15-hour layover in London because our flight got canceled and they rescheduled us. So we left on Friday at 9 o'clock and we landed in South Africa Saturday morning. So it was about 36 hours between travel time and layovers. It was a long few days, but we made it and it has been wonderful since. We are now staying at who we call Ma and Pa, which is Hein and Hillian. They are our host parents here in South Africa and they are our partners within the community. They have relationships with different organizations and communities here, and so they're the ones that are helping us get plugged in. They have been wonderful hosts so far. They do this full time and they have a heart for God that is unbelievable, and I'm so blessed that we get to know them. And so we will spend the next few days, I believe a week with them, doing training of different cultural aspects of South Africa and the surrounding areas. And then after our training, they will hopefully plug us in with host families. We're still trying to figure out if that's going to be an option or not because of COVID, but it sounds promising. So right now we are just getting to know our team members and building our team dynamic, and then doing Bible studies and getting plugged in, just culturally, like what to expect, getting used to the water and the food and things like that. I want to share one God moment from our flight that was just so incredible. We were in this really quiet corner in the airport. The airport in London was huge and so bougie, which I loved. But so we're sitting in this corner and this young man comes up and he's like, "Hey, are you guys on the Johannesburg flight?" And we were like, "Yeah." And he's like, "What brought you this to South Africa? Like, what are you guys doing?" And so we said missions, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, like what organization are you going through?" And so they didn't really know about Experience Mission, but they asked like, "What missionaries are you gonna be partnering with?" And so we told them Hein and Hillian, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, we know them, like we used to work with them, they're the best." And so it opened up conversation, and we ended up playing cards for a few hours, and it was just so neat that like out of all of the places that we could have set, out of all of the people we could have met, like God connected us with those missionaries, and to see their heart for Africa and what they were doing in their communities in Zambia was just so incredible. And it just made me realize like God's heart for his people and how we are all connected. And it was just such a beautiful moment to spend with them. I'm just so thankful that I serve such a loving and caring God, and that he truly cares about all of his children. And we are all connected in small but big picture ways. And I'm just open and excited to see what God has for us on this 6-month trip. Thank you guys all for your support, and I hope that you guys enjoy listening to what I share along this journey, and hope that this helps you and encourages you to live out your faith as well. Love you guys.